Windham Engine 3, 2, and 1. Can you respond to 16 Haverhill Road?
What does it
Homeowner will
take
meet
to be
you
a
out front.
Windham firefighter? Competence. Commitment. Compassion. Community. Like most people, you probably don't think about your firefighters until there is an emergency. Windham firefighters stand ready to take action whenever and wherever they are needed. Windham firefighters need the support of the community. What does it take to be a Windham firefighter?
It takes 2 years and a lot of training to become a member of the Windham Fire Department, and the training is getting tougher and tougher every day. Training requirements for a Windham firefighter include being firefighter level 1, firefighter level 2, career level firefighter, and EMT basic. All that training allows us to serve our community better and to also make it safer for the firefighters out there serving our community.
The training portion, as well as experience, plays a major role in preparing yourself for the calls as they come in. You know, we're here at the station, we have duties every day we're responsible for, and all of a sudden house phones will go off. At that point, you know you're going somewhere, you never know what. The dispatch comes overhead, and that's when you begin to start thinking about what you're going to be getting involved in, and that's where that training starts to kick in.
With our role as EMT firefighter, at any given time, we could be thinking about different things. For example, EMS call, whether it's a heart attack and what equipment to bring in and what we would be thinking about for treatment. Asthma calls, any type of medical emergency, broken bones. Then on the flip side of that, we have fire, talking about strategy and tactics and what needs to be done prior to getting there, sizing it up. You're always thinking about it.
But the safety of our town also includes the safety of our firefighters.
Could be at a fire, there could be a hazard, something that you don't see that somebody else picks up on. One thing Billy's always watching for is up on the highway. We're on the side of the road and we got cars blazing by us 70 miles an hour.
Safety, because they're not paying attention, they're just rushing to get to work and they don't even notice we're there, and it's so easy to get hit up there.
And you're working on the car or whatever, you got your back to the traffic, it's nice to have somebody there looking out for you.
You're responding to 16 Haverhill Road.
The first few minutes are critical on a scene. When we get there, or say myself, as soon as I get on scene, I try to determine what the problems are and what the hazards are. And to take care of some of the hazards requires someone else, or another apparatus, or more manpower to take care of that. Where our task at hand, say, would be EMS, and our focus is on the patient safety, where usually the second apparatus, say the engine, is really more responsible for our safety.
And I'm not sure that people in this community realize that at any given time, there are only 3 firefighters at the fire station. And if your house is burning down, they're on their way as quick as they can be, but everybody else that's coming is a call firefighter. They're coming from other places.
Knowing that the callback time for me is anywhere between 15 minutes on a good day to 25 minutes in bad weather with traffic, if there were more personnel here at the station, that would immediately cut down on any delay in response time for the second or third piece of apparatus out.
Over the last 10 years, our call volume has just about doubled, while our full-time staff has increased slightly and our call staff has actually decreased. So we're handling more calls with the same amount of people than we were 10 years ago.
As a lieutenant, my responsibility to my team is their well-keeping, to make sure they're safe, we're safe as a team, and the community's safe. That starts back at the firehouse, and it continues on until we're back to the firehouse. That goes in saying, calling additional resources, making sure the scene is safe, securing the scene, and just make sure everybody comes home safe.
A lot of times we'll respond to a call and we'll have to wait for additional personnel to be able to perform any given procedure on a patient or extricate that patient from an automobile or out of their home. For our safety, more people means less injury, and more people means better delivery of care to the public and the community at large.
It takes about 3 minutes before the oxygen stops flowing in people's brains once their heart stops working with things. So in that circumstance, after 3 minutes, people start to have brain damage and start to damage other cells. So the faster the response to an emergency in that situation, the bigger difference that it makes in survival.
Once a call is received here at the station, we want to have definitive care provided to our patients within what we consider to be the platinum minutes, within the first 4 to 6 minutes. After that, we like to deliver them to the emergency room for follow-up care within what we call the golden hour.
Call 911. I just broke my hip. I could hear it.
I walked out to pick up the paper, and I got halfway back to the house, and I didn't think I was going to make it.
I can't even begin to tell you how quickly the fumes spread in the house. I wouldn't have believed it.
If they hadn't made such a rapid response, I don't think I'd be here today.
It was a very frightening experience. I had no idea, neither of us had any idea that we had anything in the house that was so dangerous and so toxic.
And I'll tell you, I couldn't believe how quick they got there and the service that I received.
I also wouldn't have believed the response time. It was amazing.
A history of competence, commitment, and quick response is rooted in the tradition of the Windham Fire Department.
Well, I've been in the firefighting since early '86. It's been in my family since '46. My grandfather built the original station. It's always been a desire of mine to help people out, and that's probably one of the reasons I've been heading in this direction since I was 5 or 6 years old.
I've been on Windham Fire since 1961, over 40 years. My dad was chief of the fire department. My mother was a dispatcher. I have a son that's on Londonderry Fire for 12 years. My brother's on the fire department. And it's all commitment to the town of Windham, to helping people out and doing the best you can.
I've been a firefighter in the town of Windham for 14 years now. The town has always given us the tools, they've given us the training. If they give us some added manpower, we can really do a fantastic job.
The safety of our town also includes the safety of our firefighters.
When we go to a structure fire, #1 priority is life safety. It's our first priority is search and rescue. That's what we do. We'll go in if we have reports of people in the building. We can pretty much just let the building burn down around us. And finding those people is the #1 priority. Fire suppression comes second after that.
And I'd be in there watching over you, too.
One of the key things that we always teach in what we do is to be sure that the scene is safe. If you don't have enough personnel responding to a situation, you place the personnel in jeopardy. And when one of the scenarios that we always try and present is, remember that you should always make sure that you're safe, because you can't do the patient any good in a situation where you're put at risk or injured.
We're willing to risk our lives for the citizens of Windham and each other. Just give us the tools we need to complete our mission.
They're still developing in this town, large developments, big homes. So obviously with the growth of the town, the growth of the staff needs to be there as well. We have more people, likelihood of more calls, require more people. It's just that simple, that if the community is going to grow around us, we need to grow with the community.
Whether the need is big or small, Windham firefighters are ready to take action. Prevention and community service are important priorities.
If you don't have a smoke detector, if you don't think it works, if you need help putting one in, if you don't have one and you want one, call us. We have them. We'll come over.
I'm sure that a lot of people are unaware of the variety of services that are provided to the community by our fire department.
It could be an ambulance call. It could be a dog through the ice. It could be a water problem in your home. All of those things are actual calls, and we track those and we give them an incident number.
And they were there fast, and you could say jackrabbit.
If we could get there quicker, we would have caught you. We would have tried. We would have tried.
Just as the Windham Fire Department is there whenever you need them to help in making your home and community safe, Windham firefighters need the support of the community.
The town has a responsibility primarily to make sure that they have the equipment and the manpower to get the job done.
We get more than our share of motor vehicle crashes in this area because of all the traffic. Reconstruction of 93 places a lot of demands on the community as well. You need to have the resources to be able to deal with that. And I think it's important that you be adequately staffed on all shifts.
The community at large understands that we have a very good fire department. We've provided them now with more equipment, certainly a nicer home, but I really feel strongly that we need to do more.
The Windham Fire Department is presenting a warrant to add more firefighters so we can keep our community a safe place for you and your fire department.
3 just doesn't seem like a whole lot, and if you pick up the Windham Independent and see how many times a day the firefighters are called out into the community.
By adding personnel, we can help assure the safety of firefighters who are willing to respond to calls in Windham every day.
I swear they saved my life, because I think with the pain I was in, I don't think I could have taken much more.
I always thought of it in terms of what they did for other people, not what they did for me. So.
I hope that everybody in the community will strongly consider what the fire department is in need of.
They're the ones that are going to be there when an incident happens, whether that's a motor vehicle crash or a heart attack or some other type of event or disaster. They're the ones that we have to rely upon to help us in that situation.
Your firefighters need your support. Let's take action now to keep Windham fully prepared to protect our friends, family, and visitors to our great community.
We know the residents of the town are strong supporters of the fire department, and we look forward to their continued support to keep up with the ever-changing community issues that we face so that we can provide caring, competent, and compassionate service to our residents.